Hello friends, how are you today? My name is Praise for It's such an awesome privilege for me to be with you. Now, welcome to my program, Teen Build, which has helped a lot of teenagers maximize themselves and become the best they can ever be. Now, one of the things you would realize about teenagers is that many people don't understand you. Your parents sometimes struggle to understand you, and there are things you do that you can't even say to them, not because you don't want to say it, but because you don't trust their ability to effectively manage it. But let me say this to you, your parents are not bad. They're only doing the best they can with what they know, and all they're doing is to protect you. No matter how mean you think your parents are, truth is their meanness is born out of the desire to protect you and get the best out of you. Their style may not be the best, but they mean well, and their intention actually is the best for you. So let me welcome you officially to this Teen Build program. I'm sure you already have your workbook, and this is a practical guide to effectively building global heroes. Now, one of the first things we need to do in this session, which is the fourth session, is to talk about our ground rules. Now, I believe that we need to have a ground rule if you have to get the best out of this program. Now, it's going to take you about 5 weeks to successfully complete this program or more, but the good thing is, until you become the best, I'm not done with you. So, as global heroes, one of the things I say to people is, if you understand the rules that govern your life, then it becomes very difficult for the situations around you to influence you negatively. So, number one rule is we always think about others. Yeah? So, all through this process, we say that we always think of the best interest of our members and tribe, and whatever we do, we promote the best interest of all. So what we say is we do not do things because we have to do them. We do things and thinking about the way it affects other people. Now the golden rule says do unto others what you want them to do to you. If I rape someone, right, have I thought about the effect of that rape on that person? If I get into drugs, what's the effect of this drug on me and my loved ones? If I get into premarital sex, what's the effect this has on the person and on my family? So when we think about the kind of family we come from, the kind of heritage we have, when we think about the kind of world we want to build, it guides how we conduct ourselves. So rule number one is you must learn to think about other people, because everything you're going to go through in this session is basically to bring out the best in you and to add value to humanity. Because if you become the best you can ever be, then it becomes very easy for our world to be totally transformed, because the energy of love in you will naturally head in the direction of other people, and it can birth solutions in them as well. Number two, do your best. Now, I don't want you to do this haphazardly. I don't want you to also kill yourself, but I want the best enough. Your best is all I want. So are you going to promise me that you're going to give me your best in this period? Only the best is good enough in all we do and wherever we find ourselves. So your best is what I ask for, and I believe you're going to give me this best this period of this Teen Build. Remember, when you're well built, your world looks up to you. Number three, promise me you're never going to give up. That's rule 3. Never give up. Yeah, so I say that there's no point quitting, because quitters never win and winners don't quit. So you can call it a quit when you have not given all you have. So never give up. Yes, you will fail. You're failed in life, or you haven't taken this program because you're failed in school, you're out of school, right? But I want you to know that you must never give up. You must never give up. And the easiest way to talk about that, what's the story, of the the cow? Yeah, this notorious cow was in the village, and people were thinking of what they were going to do to punish this cow. So they dug a pit and dumped this cow inside it. The cow became very hungry; it couldn't come out. But at the same time, simultaneously, the incinerator or the refuse dump in that village, became totally full. So there was no place for people to pack their debt, except for the pit where this guy is housed. So people would go in there and they'll shake it up and and throw their debt on the cow. This cow would shake it up and step on it. He tried to climb out several times, they couldn't, but he never gave up. They kept throwing the debt. he would shake it up and step on it, shake it up, step on it, till the whole place became filled and he walked out. Now, he could have given up, but he never gave up. And he converted every dirt and every bad situation into an opportunity. So you're going to convert every bad experience into a stepping stone. I say to people that there is no failure, you only have feedback. And number 4, respect other people's model of the world. Respect other people's model of the world. We always see things the way we are, not the way things are. If I point this in your direction and I ask you what's the color of this book, you would say white and red, but someone else is looking at this from this angle who is going to say something else. So what happens in our life is many of us are looking at this book from this angle and we're saying this is all I can see. Other people are looking at it from this angle and they're saying this is all I can see. Oftentimes people are falling into all kinds of problem by trying to hold on to their way. Truth is there are other ways. Your way is not the only way, and that's why you need to respect other people's model of the world. 2 people can see things differently and both of them may be right. So you need to respect other people's model of the world. The next thing is know your role. We are here differently, and there is a purpose for our life. You need to know your role. You need to know why you're here. You need to know your purpose for living. You need to understand your role. It must be totally clear to you. Truth is, when you don't know your role, life becomes experimental and you will be beaten to and battered to and fro by all kinds of people. You'll be driven by every wind of doctrine. You will try to do what you're not built to do because people are doing it. You'll become jealous. You will begin to backbite. You will get into all kinds of shenanigans just because you want to belong. You'll keep up with the Joneses. So you need to know your role. We're going to help you decipher that in this class. And the last thing is you need to work in group. You are a part of a whole. You don't exist in isolation. So you need to find your tribe. Your tribe must be people who subscribe to your values. People who love you enough to protect you, but they also love you enough not to spare your mediocrity. They challenge your mediocrity and birth the excellence in you. I want to welcome you to Team Build. I hope you have enjoyed the ground rules. Well, I will talk about our creed and we will start the 4th session. Now there's a creed I want you to use all through this program, and we're going to use it every day and every time we come together, or before you sleep, you need to read it, and before you wake up, or when you wake up, you need to read it. Now, it says, I'm a symbol of trust and I'm trustworthy. Whatever goes out of me must have passed the test of worship unto my God. I influence my sphere with godly values everywhere I go. I am responsible and I take responsibility for whatever happens around me. I am love, and everything is what you experience when you encounter me. I 12. So for the teenagers, we're saying you must build trust. Yeah, and that must be a way of life for you. Everything you do must pass the test of worship unto God. So you always have to ask yourself, if I offer God this, will God take it from me? Then you must influence wherever you find yourself with positive values. You must take responsibilities for your life. Response, ability, and high. You need to respond to your innate ability and take responsibility for it. Then you must be loved. Whenever people meet you, what must flow out of you must be the energy of love, because you are here to refresh humanity. Well, I hope we've had a fantastic introduction. In this course, we're going to be going through some modules. The module number 1, we're going to be looking at identity and purpose, which is talking about I am the greatest. We're going to be looking at who am I. Then we're going to be looking at why am I here. We're going to be looking at your vision. Then we're going to look at sex and you. Basically, these are some of the modules we're going to touch on, and trust me, you're going to have the best of time that you've never had before. Your esteem is going to be built and you become the best of your kind. Thank you so much for joining me on the STEM Build program. When we come back, we will delve into what we have to do this week. Thank you. I honor you.